And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tua going to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucks and Cards from Glendale. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Dolphins at 10-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
A stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, he'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Red cycle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved useful.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 22, Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Back to the running game with Mostert. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers got his man. It's Bo Melton. Touchdown, Packers! Bo Melton, 70 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 29, Tua firing quickly, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Tua to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Strike. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the 1st half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the Sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards there, just like last play. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Waddle now to return it. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips or bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mostert going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tua going to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot. There's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
They had three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understand